it's Mrs. Lee here. It's assembly number 5 and it's the week beginning the 30th of September 2024. How are you? Hope that you are okay. Me, I'm okay. Come, let's do our routine. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Well, I can see that the long hand, which is the hour hand, is pointing to the 12. And that means that's right, o'clock. And I can see that the short hand, that's the green pencil, is pointing towards 7. I put it all together and I get, that's right, 7 o'clock. Now our Makaton, we're still in the language of Makaton for this month, but only for another few days, and I'm sure that you will see that there's a new language of the month coming up very, very soon. Our Makaton sign has changed. Mrs. Lisa had to draw this one because I couldn't find an image for it. Basically, you've got to put 2 hands together and stroke your top one, and that means gentle. Gentle. Can you sign gentle? I wonder why Mrs. Lee wants us all to be gentle. That's right, isn't it? It's one of our golden rules. It's really, really important that across the school, everybody is gentle. Sometimes I have seen children be a little bit rough and they are not being very gentle, and then people start to cry and get upset. And is that a good thing or not a good thing? You know it. I've got a story for you. It's called It's a Bear's Life. This book has come from where we look at the books at lunchtime. It used to belong to one of my little boys, and I had to read it to him because if he wasn't very gentle. He wasn't very gentle with property. So we're not just talking about being gentle with each other, we're talking about being gentle with property, with things around us. Shall we find out? Oscar and Parker lived together just like any other boy and bear. But Parker couldn't help feeling he wasn't a very lucky boy. He liked playing, but not when it hurt. Ouch! He liked being carried, but not when it was so bumpy. Bump, 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 bump. He liked breakfast, but not when it was so messy. And it's cornflakes again, and bears don't even like cornflakes. Ugh. You've got a toy maybe that you're not too gentle with. Well, Parker followed Oscar to nursery as usual. It was painting day, but Parker didn't like painting, especially when he was the paintbrush. Late that night, Oscar and Parker had their bath together. Oh dear, poor Parker, can you see? He's getting splashed. And their bedtime story. Uh-oh, I think he's being squashed. And their bedtime hug. That doesn't look too bad. But night-night, said Oscar sleepily, and then he rolled over and bump. Oh, poor Parker. He's fallen out of bed, hasn't he? That's it, Parker cried out. I need a break from bumps and bruises. He crept downstairs to make a phone call. Hello, is that the Bear Hotel? Have you got room for a small brown bear? And he packed his bag as quietly as he could, and he found a pen. He wrote a note. Can you read it? Dear Oscar, gone on holiday, love from Parker. Then he left, closing the front door, quietly behind him. Parker got to the station just in time. Move along, the guard was shouting. All aboard the midnight growler for the Bear Hotel. Parker jostled and pushed his way down the train, and at last he managed to find a seat and squeezed in just as the train jolted forward. And soon, he was fast asleep. He woke up to a delicious smell wafting in through the train window. Honey, pancakes and honey. We're here. And just in time for breakfast, he thought, and he followed the others into the dining room. Parker looked around. There were bears everywhere, big bears, small bears, tall bears, bald bears, and suddenly Parker felt rather shy. And then someone noticed him. Hello, I'm Max. What a great day to arrive. Today is the day the teddy bears have their picnic. Well, the sea was warm and the honey was runny. This is a life for a bear, thought Parker as he looked around at the other bears. Come on in, cried Max. Well, the bears played in the sea, but it wasn't splashy enough. And they gave each other piggyback rides, but it wasn't bumpy enough. And they played ball, but it wasn't bouncy enough. After their games, the bears sat on the sand chatting. Parker asked them why they had come to the bear hotel. "Oh, well, my boy's gone on holiday and left me behind," said one. Well, my girl prefers the company of dolls these days," said another. "My boy's too old for bears and I'm too old for my boy," Max sighed. "What about you?" "Oh, well, I just needed a break," Parker mumbled. That night, the bears didn't have a bath and they didn't have a bedtime story and they didn't have a bedtime hug. "Night, night," called Parker, but everybody was already snoring. "That's it," Parker cried out suddenly. "I miss Oscar. I'm going home." Well, the midnight growler was waiting, but the guard was surprised to see Parker. "Going back already, Teddy?" "All right, all aboard." Parker climbed onto the train. No jostling or pushing this time, no squeezing or squashing. Parker stretched out, smiled, and soon was snoozing. Oscar was asleep when Parker pushed the bedroom door. "Hello, Oscar," he said quietly. "I'm home." "What's that?" said Oscar drowsily, and then he leapt out of bed. "Oh, Parker," he shouted, hugging him tightly. "I've missed you so much. I've had no one to play with, no one to paint with, and oh, don't go away without me again." Oscar and Parker lived together, just like any other boy and bear. But now Parker can't help thinking he's a pretty lucky bear. Whee! Parker likes playing, even if it does hurt a bit. Ouch! Parker likes being carried, even if it is a bit bumpy. But best of all, Parker likes breakfast, especially when it's honey, pancakes and honey. Now this is the life for a bear. Well, I don't think Parker liked it too much, did he? Sometimes we may not always be gentle, but I hope that everybody is saying sorry when they've hurt something. Can you remember to try and look after things around our school? That includes each other, and that includes all the things that we've got in school. And if you accidentally do something that maybe is not gentle, then you need to say, sorry, that's right. And then hopefully we can make it all better. Right, I will hopefully see you around school. I'm looking forward to giving lots of numbers in boxes out for children who are being gentle. Have a lovely week, children. Bye.